Guess it's been a minute since I've been on YouTube. It was giving me some messages, if you're wondering what I was doing just right now. Hey everybody, Julie the Hairapist, and let's get the yellow out of the hair. You know I love to teach, and it's been a minute since I've been on here, and I thought I would go live. That way, if people ask me questions about why it's been so long since I've been on here, I can just easily answer them live. And you know I don't like to edit, so this also saves me from editing. I get a lot of comments and questions about the yellow. The yellow comes from a couple different places. First, the yellow comes from highlighting. If you have highlighted to transition, our number one goal is to highlight you to yellow and then we tone you. And that toner does not hang on because there is no color that hangs on. Even permanent hair color lightens eventually. Not completely comes off, but all color lightens. Well, the color that we're putting on your yellow highlighted hair is a very light color. So those light colors are gonna lighten even faster than something that is very dark, like putting black hair color on your hair. The other place that the yellow comes from is environmental. Some people cook a lot, maybe you smoke, maybe you love to hang out at a bonfire, and just some people have a lot of problems with yellow from ironing their hair. And lastly, if you are solidly white, generally speaking, they also struggle with a lot of yellow in the hair. I don't struggle with yellow in the hair. It's not a problem for me. I iron my hair constantly, but it is not a problem for me. But I wanted to help you. And you guys, if you've watched my videos before, then you know I love to put fun colors in my hair. I put purple, I put green, I put orange. In fact, I did orange for Halloween, but for this video, I specifically put yellow in my hair. And I don't have the actual yellow color. Later on, I can post some pictures of what my hair actually looked like when I did it fresh for yellow. But I did it with intention. I wanted to show you how to get this yellow out of your hair. And the easiest way for me to show you how to get the yellow out of the hair was to put the yellow in my hair. So I put yellow in my hair. It's not incredibly yellow anymore because, you know, I told you all these colors wash out. And when I say all these colors, I'm talking about those temporary colors that you see the young people wear, the red, the orange, the green. The difference is we're gonna use this to get rid of your yellow. I used it, the actual color yellow, it was actually lemon by Pulp Riot, and put that in my hair. It's been about 10 days, and then I washed it. Because these colors are so light, they lighten pretty quickly. And so as you can see, after 10 days, this is all that I have left of yellow in my hair. But it's enough. I was at dinner last night and someone who hadn't seen me in a while was like, hey, you put something in your hair. I said, yes, I did. So today I'm gonna show you how to get the yellow out of your hair. Most people will use purple shampoos and conditioners to get the yellow out of the hair. And for some people that works great for them. For me, it does not work. If I were to use purple shampoo or purple conditioner, and I have tried before, but it doesn't work. So when I said I don't have a yellow problem, I don't naturally have a yellow problem, but when I put orange on my hair, eventually it fades and all that I'm left with is yellow. So of course, that's when I need to get the yellow out of my hair. And today it's because I put the color yellow in my hair to show you how to get the yellow out of your hair. So let's go to the color purple. We hear about the color purple shampoo, the color purple conditioner. Why is it purple, purple, purple? This is where we go back to first grade, second grade, when we did our colors and they taught us red and yellow make green, red and blue make purple, right? Well, guess what? When you mix yellow and purple, you get gray. And that's what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to cancel the yellow in our hair and get rid of it and go back to our pretty silver color. And so I even put some on because I wanted to show you how safe this color is. I did it to this chunk of hair already. So you can see this is the Pravana silver I put on my hair, And this is the old yellow lemon left on my hair. I have not washed this out. That's how safe this color is, and I love it for that. It doesn't over-process the hair. It actually leaves your hair feeling conditioned. So if you're somebody who deals with some frizz and those things, after you put this on your hair, you'll be like, ah, Julie, that made my hair feel so nice. Yes, because these are honestly like lotion. So this is the Pravana Silver. I'm gonna mix it up. And see, it's just, these colors are what you see is what you get. This comes out orange. If I pick green, it'll be green. But today we're working on getting rid of the yellow in our hair, and so we need purple. But we don't need eggplant purple because the yellow that's in my hair is light. So we have to consider the level of lightness. So that brings me to another point. All these colors, all the lines make these colors. I'm talking about Pulp Riot and Pravana today, but you can get these at Sally's. This is this company's, but this is brown, not purple, which, by the way, these are great to camouflage. But today we're focusing on the purple because I want to show you how different the purples can be. This is the Pravana Silver, Pulp Riot Mercury, Pulp Riot Smoke. The reason why these two, this is just the darker version of, for Pulp Riot, they're giving you a light version and a dark version. Pravana gives you really just one version. Their next version, darker, has too much blue in it. It's no longer a violet color. And you're probably thinking, well, Julie, how do I pick the right one? Level of yellow. Is your hair intensely yellow? Well, you're probably gonna need the smoke. If you just have a little bit of yellow, the Pravana Silver, the Pulp Riot Mercury will be enough. If they're not enough, guess what you can do? You can mix some of the darker with the lighter to give you more intense. But at the end of the day, when I put purple on top of yellow, I'm going to end up with no more yellow. The yellow will be gone. These colors, how to apply them is critical. Depending on who you are and what you are matters. Remember, they have no chemical. Let's talk about that. The number one difference between these chemicals and all the chemicals out there for hair color is none of this. No developer. How will you know if this color requires developer or not? In the directions. It will tell you in the directions for pre-lightened hair. Sorry, I keep dropping my towel. It will say, unfortunately, you cannot rely on the industry for how they label the colors. So let's talk about that real fast. Semi-permanent, Pravana, direct dye. People need to understand that our industry, the stylist, and the manufacturer don't label and understand the chemicals correctly. If it has developer, it's permanent. I don't care what it says on the box. Semi-permanent does not mean it will eventually come off. Semi-permanent, when mixed with developer, is permanent. So no matter what this box says, if it has no developer, it is temporary color. It cannot stay in the hair forever. And I know you're thinking, but Julie, I want my yellow gone forever. But that's not possible, because if I put something permanent on your hair, we're gonna leave a line of demarcation. But here's the good news. This isn't something you need to do all the time. This'll last you a long time. And remember, it's like conditioning your hair. You don't need to go to the salon. You don't need to plan a bunch of time for it. You'll get it, you'll put it on, you'll take it off, and away you go. That's why I put it on this dry hair, because I wanted to show you when you're in a hurry and you just have a yellow spot, You can just rub it on there on your dry hair and go. But today we're going to do it correctly. Well, I'm only going to do it sort of correctly because tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to turn my hair green. But first, I'm going to do the purple. And why can I leap from this, yes, to emerald green? Because this is darker than this. That's why. All right? These colors should go on clean hair. They have no chemical to drive in them. The cleaner the hair, the longer they're going to last. So if you want this purple or this silver to really last on your yellow, the cleaner your hair is, the better it's going to do on your hair. The next thing is dry versus wet. It's the good and the bad. If I put it on dry hair, it is 100% going to do a more accurate job and last longer. But the problem is you're going to need a lot more product. It's going to take a lot longer. You're going to need to be much more accurate on your application. And if you have porosity issues, you might end up a little bit dull at the end. But super easy fix. One shampoo of this light color will get rid of any funky bluish, purplish tones. It'll come right out. But remember, if I do get a funky tone because I left it on too long or my hair's too porous and it really clung on to that cooler tone, which violet is red and blue. What's cool? The bluer tone. So it has more of a blue hue. If I needed to wash it, I would want you to wash your hair, not the scalp. Okay? So quickly, if you do get it on and you don't like how much it took, that's all you gotta do is get it off. All right? My hair is dirty, so it isn't gonna do a great job, but I've already shown you it can work. All right? I'm going to put it on all of my hair. Why? These colors are so great, whether you're transitioning or it's all your natural color, it's only going to impact hair that is light and yellow. It's going to do nothing to my white hair. I'm not going to end up with a light purple hue if I get it up here where it's already completely washed off. It's not that dark of a color. It's not that intense of a color. My hair is too healthy. It will do nothing. But to all this porous stuff, especially down here, it's where we have to understand porosity. This hair, I sleep on this side. It's much more porous. Whenever I do my color, it takes on that part of my hair much more intensely. And if I didn't have it ironed, it looks like a cat chewed on it. All right, let's get to work. I gotta put a thing around my neck. Not because this is a dark color, but because I don't want, that product on my neck. And I'm gonna use gloves. Again, not because it's a dark color. I could actually get away with not doing it with gloves, but my fingernails will end up with like a little light hue, and I don't want that either. When I do my dark colors, I always use gloves. We're gonna apply to clean hair. If I have super porous hair and I'm scared and I'm worried, guess what? There's cautionary tales that you can do. Number one, put it on wet hair. If you put it on wet hair, it's easier to apply. It will not grab as much because our hair is like a sponge. When it's full of water, it cannot absorb as much. On dry hair, it's going to absorb much more than wet hair. So it will be easier to apply and not grab as much. Let's say you're like, oh, I'm still scared, Julie. I'm worried. I don't know. Don't put it on your whole head. Put it on a strand. See how you like it, okay? There's always ways where you don't have to be scared. And remember, when we're coloring these colors, today I'm working on the yellow, but the truth is our white hair is white. That's why I can get away with saying tomorrow I'm gonna color my hair green. I'm not really coloring my hair green, I'm just coloring the white green. All right, here we go. First thing is sectioning. Who are you? You know, I don't have a ton back here, but as you know, I have my streaks, right? So this is where I'm gonna put my focus, is all around here. I'm not gonna waste my product and my time focusing back here. In fact, you guys probably can see better than I can, but you probably can't even really see much of the yellow there. some clips to get your hair up. Remember what I said about the accuracy? When your hair is, it's always fun doing hair in a camera. When your hair is wet, you still need to do this sectioning, but it will saturate a lot quicker and you don't need to be so accurate. All right. I don't really have much up here, so I'm not really gonna worry about it, but down here is where I really have a lot. And you wanna roll back and forth. Our hair is like a cylinder, you need to get all sides. If you have super thick hair, you need to take smaller sections than what I took. If your hair is white all over, start in the back here, and do all this back first. And remember, just doing whatever is yellow. So tomorrow I'm gonna do green. So if you wanna see my beautiful silver hair, I'm gonna turn it green. I know you're thinking, no, don't turn it green. It's one of my favorite colors. But tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day and I'm going out and I'm gonna have fun and I've gotta have green hair. How long do those crazy colors last me? Depends on how I wash my hair, what I wash my hair with, and how I applied. When I do the crazy colors, I always put them on wet hair. I never put them on dry. I don't want it on my hair that long. But 4 to 6 weeks is about what it lasts on my hair, and it pastels. So whatever color I use, it moves into a pastel color by the 10th to 14th day. This color will make my hair feel shiny. It will make it silvery. If you didn't watch the beginning, I don't have a yellow problem. I put yellow in my hair. I used Pulp Riot Lemon. And this is about 10 days of washing Pulp Riot Lemon. It's what's left. When I do the fun colors, the scalp washes off really fast. So that's why I wanted to show you guys how I was able to put it on my dark hair and it doesn't hurt my hair. One of the things that's really important about all these temporary colors, they have no paraphenyldiamine. That is the chemical that people are allergic to when they color their hair permanently. And they end up with those horrible welts and crazy things all over their body. This does not have paraphenyldiamine, does not have ammonia, does not have peroxide, which is the #1 killer to all of our progress. So when I do my highlights to transition, this is why I love using, oops, my towel's coming off. I love using, the correct term is direct dyes, temporary color, but unfortunately the industry does not label them correctly, but it's a hair color with no peroxide. It's a what you see is what you get. And when I put in my client's highlight to transition, we're always trying to achieve yellow. What gets rid of yellow is purple, but not eggplant purple. This is a very light yellow in my hair. So I'm using, I love your salt and pepper hair, Julie, thank you. I love it too. I had transitioned, I think I'm going on 4 or 5 years now. And I've never turned back. And you know, as a stylist, I always thought, I can always go back. But I haven't even wanted to do a brown temporary color because I could, remember that, if you're in a wedding or you're transitioning and you can use brown temporary color and make your hair look brown. I did it one time, I didn't like it. I did it for to show a client that she could put her hair brown, but I did not like it. That was another one also that when it all came off, my hair was left with a lot of yellow. But I really like the fun colors. I think because they come off so quickly and I'm never ever with the line of demarcation. I think that's what we're all tired of. If you grow your silver out and you're like, Julie, I don't like my silver. It's not as pretty as I thought it was, or it's not as interesting, whatever the case may be, but you're also sick of what you were doing, do a silver highlight and have them make sure that it's a direct dye when they tone. So there's never a line of demarcation. The silver highlight grows out, but it matches the tone of the color that's coming in. That's what we don't like when we're growing out our silver hair, is two-tone. Permanent color is always warm. Our natural color is always cool. Even if you are a natural redhead, what's coming in is white, and so you end up being a cinnamon sugar instead of salt and pepper. Ooh, look at all that yellow. These are the days when you wish you had someone else applying your hair. No, it's not that bad, you guys. You can do it. I don't like the purple shampoo and the purple conditioner because it's not enough purple. First of all, if I use shampoo, it's supposed to be cleaning my hair, so how's the purple supposed to stay in? And the conditioner, it's not that the conditioner doesn't work on my hair, it's that it's just not enough color in it because it's diluted with the conditioner. So that's why I like using direct dyes, temporary purples. Well, they're not really purple, they're lavender, to get rid of my yellow. Because they do condition my hair, but they really actually get rid of the yellow. And I'm gonna go all the way up here because I know you guys can see. I want you to see, you don't have to worry about getting it on there. It's not gonna do anything. It's too light. How long should you leave these on? So that one is a porosity issue. If you have super porous hair and you're worried, I'm in transition, 14 months, my hair is black and very long to my butt, even with the line of demarcation. It just went away, come back. Okay, here we go. I love what I'm getting. My goal is to have very salt and pepper. Oh, good for you. And do not cut that hair unless you want short hair. That's one I talk about a lot. I don't care if you have long hair and it's gonna take forever for it to transition. If you don't like your hair short, don't cut it because then you're gonna hate your hair and your color. For my blackheads, they even make black, okay? So if you go into a wedding and you don't want to see your line of demarcation, you're just gonna put this black the same way I'm putting this purple, but just to your line of demarcation. You're not gonna do your whole head. Now, it's not gonna come out, so that's one thing you gotta understand what we're coloring. If I do that, it's not gonna come out like permanent black hair because permanent black hair is coloring all of the hair. These colors are only coloring the white hair. So only the white hair would end up black. So you would end up with a black highlight, but remember your background is black too, so it will still look really, really good. If you ever want to know, okay, but how do I know what it's going to look like on my hair? Put that color on a white piece of paper, a white towel, just like I did with the, because all color is different once you pull it out. So that black, when you pull that black out and paint it on, you might see that it's a blue black. So when you spread it out, it has a lot of blue, which that means that's gonna leave that white hair with a blue black tone. If you like that, that's fine. If you don't, guess what? Just put a little bit of darker orange. Orange and blue make brown, okay? So we just have to really go back to our elementary school, especially when it comes to this stuff. I'm feeling pretty good about how much purple I got on my hair. Now I'm going to be lazy. Don't do this if you're trying to get all your hair colored one color. Remember, I said I don't really have a lot back here. So I've already, I'm not going to waste what I have here. So I'm just going to use it to kind of glaze up my ends. Because if there's any yellow left, that's where it would be back here. But notice when, for my streaks, I was really meticulous about my application. Because, especially yellow, you're not going to get that yellow out if, you just glob it on like that. There's so much hair in there that isn't even seeing color. So this is fine because I don't really have a lot of yellow here, but if I had any kind of concentration, this would not be a good application. But where I wanted to make sure I had a good color, I feel like I could put a little bit more in there. My industry does not label things correctly. So remember, you're going to be looking for temporary color, direct dye, but it could say semi-permanent. But what you're really looking for is hair color that does not have peroxide. Peroxide is the kiss of death. It brings out all the orange tones. Remember Sun-In? Everybody remembers Sun-In if you're my age. That was peroxide in a spray bottle. Well, guess what? It turned your hair orange if you were dark. It turned it yellow-orange if you were light. And if you were really light, it turned it yellow. But nobody wants any of those colors. So that's why peroxide is no bueno, especially when we are transitioning. All right, I think we're good here. How long should I leave it on? Excuse me, because it is like conditioner. If this was a really intense color, I probably would leave it on half hour, 45 minutes. But it's just a really, really light color, and all I'm trying to do is get rid of the yellow to show you, and tomorrow I'm going to be putting green on, so I don't need to leave it on very long. It's probably, how long have I been talking? It's probably been on 10, 15 minutes now, which is plenty of time. And you can see areas where I missed. So, you could leave it on 5 minutes. You're in a hurry. It'll still work. But it's your money going down the drain, so. But leaving it on a super long time, that's another one. It's never going to get any darker than this. Nice. Oh, it has been a while. Thank you. I had a rough year. I lost my sister last year, and we've all gone through grief. You guys, I even have a video on grief, but my sister took me down a dark, dark hole. But you should all know I'm really here back because of you. I still get comments. I still get emails. My revenue on YouTube is going up, even though I haven't put a video up in over a year. So you brought me out of my deep, dark depression, and thank you. And thank you for watching. Could you link your, let me go back there. Could you link your particular products? Yes, I absolutely will. And I want you to know, everything that I talk about, all the manufacturers make them. So if you can't find Pulp Riot, if you can't find Pravana, Sally's, this one was from Sally's. I promise you, they are everywhere. They are in Europe. They are in Canada. If you're watching me from another country, I've had people email me from Australia, and I said, send me your beauty supply link so I can shop on there. Even though I couldn't read the language, from some of these countries, it didn't matter because what we're looking for is, I got gloves on, all the wild colors. The wild colors leads us to the correct color. Either they're going to have a silver, or if you're a brown person, you're trying to cover up the line, they'll have brown. So That's what we're looking for. Hair color with no peroxide. Clean hair, because there is no peroxide. It's got to go on clean hair. I'm going to wash this off. I have a choice. I could shampoo or I could rinse it. If I was doing, oh, hi, my Canadian friend, I love you. If I was doing my intense colors, I probably would shampoo because they leave like a little stain on your scalp. So you get one shampoo and it all comes off. But because, well, actually my hair was dirty when I put this on, so I will absolutely have to wash this off because my hair is dirty. But if I didn't have dirty hair and I did this clean, I could get away with just shampooing, because remember, I showed you that first piece in the beginning of the video. You can put it on and not wash it off. It will not hurt your hair. There is no chemical on here. It's like food coloring, okay? I'm gonna wash this off and I will come back and show you how it looks. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for bringing me out of my Great Depression. Grief is no journey you ever want to be on, but eventually we are all set sail on that journey. And at the end of the day, it's why I call myself Julie the Hairapist. I was never able to just do hair without helping my clients and myself with the mind. The mind is so powerful. And it's funny that I call myself Julie the Hairapist, and you people are what brought me out of my bed, literally, and got me back to my passion. Thank you. I'm gonna rinse this off, wash this off, and then show you how my yellow is gone. Thanks for watching Julie the Hairapist.